Hi, I'm here with NHL superstar goalie Bill Ranford at Queen's Park Arena at the occasion of this press conference for the Ernie Punch McLean Legacy Foundation. And Bill shared some words earlier. Bill, can you tell us when did you play for the New Westminster Bruins?
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was in back in the early '80s. I came over here as a 16-year-old and played 3 years here in New Westminster. Went to high school here and moved back after a 15-year pro career. Moved back to New West and been here since 2000.
Well, so your introduction to New Westminster was through the Bruins.
Exactly. Yeah, I did not know anything about the community. Most of my high school friends were lacrosse players. And so when I got to New Westminster, I got introduced to the world of hockey here and what crazy support that the community had for their New Westminster Bruins. And we were the first year of the second generation coming back to New West. So we were pretty fortunate to experience a lot of good times here in this building. And then obviously, this day is about Ernie Punch McLean, and I had him as a bus driver year one and then as a coach in year three. So he's been a big part of a lot of people's lives that have come through this building.
Well, the Bruins were known for their toughness, kind of a legendary thing about the Bruins. Is there any big brawls or things that happened that stand out in your mind?
Well, we had a few, not a lot, but we were always team tough. We all 3 years, our group didn't shy down from anybody, and that was pre-punch the first 2 years. Todd Ewan, Craig Berube, Dean Ewan, Troy Farkvan in my first year. Brent Hughes even fought a lot early on. Darwin McPherson, go down the list. We were, like I said when I made my little speech here today, we were usually 7, 8 to 10 tough down our lineup, so we didn't shy away from anybody. And that was good for me because I was like 150 pounds soaking wet. I couldn't fight anybody, so I had a lot of good guys in front of me.
Okay, well, thanks, Bill Ranford, for chatting with us today. And the goal is to build a statue of Punch McLean at or near the stadium. And that process may take some time, and we'll share some information about how people can support that effort. So thanks again, Bill.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, everyone. My name is David Brett. I'm here at historic Queen's Park Arena with the legendary Ernie Punch McLean. Thanks, Ernie, for speaking to us today.
Oh, it was great to be here, and what a wonderful group of people and some of the hockey players. It was really something.
Yeah, so a press conference today was held, hosted by the legendary Farhan Lalji, to talk about the Ernie Punch McLean Legacy Foundation. There's a plan to build a statue at or near here. How do you feel about having a statue made of you?
Well, way back when we first started chatting about this, back when I saw Pat Quinn out in front of there, I knew Pat Quinn way back when he started out his hockey in Alberta at Oilers, and I had an opportunity to talk to Pat all the time. It was a great honor for him and to be put out there, and I said, so that's where it started, and I said it would be something, and then when we met with Patrick, and here we are today to talk about it here.
Well, how does it feel to be back in Queen's Park Arena? You must have. How many nights you must have spent here with the Bruins?
Well, the years here behind the bench, of course, and then prior to that, after I left, there still had the Westminster Royals, and I still come to the building, and there's not too many arenas in all of this area that I can't walk into any given night, and a lot of times I go down to different teams and I talk to the players and tell them how they got there and how they can get better and how things can happen for them. So yeah, it's in my heart, and so I keep it.
Okay, we're at the amazing press conference for the Ernie Punch McLean Legacy Foundation, seeking to erect a statue of the legendary coach. We're here with City Councilor Daniel Fontaine and Mayor Hopeful, who shared some words here today. So, Daniel, one of the things you said is you're going to bring a motion to City Council. What do you think the process will be to get this statue built?
Well, it is a multi-step process, but I would like it to go as quickly as we can. So the first process is actually getting a framework in place to actually do something like this. If you live in New Westminster, it's not like statues are everywhere. There's not a lot of statues within the community. So I checked with staff, and there is actually no formal process to get a statue erected within the city. So the motion has multiple parts to it. One part is to just make sure we have a framework of something we can actually work with. Secondly, for the Punch McLean to authorize staff to begin talking with the Punch McLean Foundation to see if we can work in parallel, so we're not delaying the process, but maybe building the framework and using this as an opportunity to kind of test case what the framework could be and what we could do in terms of an erection of a statue outside.
So, do you think this would be a way to help New Westminster celebrate its sports heroes to inspire young people in the future?
I love that we're right here in a very historic Queen's Park Arena, and we have a lot of history, a lot of heritage of sports in our city, and I just don't think we celebrate that enough. We have some incredible athletes, coaches. Farhan Lalji was here, sports and casters. I mean, you go through all the people that are either from New West, lived in New West, have a history and or connection to the city of New West. Let's celebrate that. And New West, you're right here in Queen's Park Arena. We were the center of hockey. At least it felt that way, for a long time. And yet it's hard sometimes to even see that reflected in the building itself. And that's what Farhan noted, that we don't have anything for the Bruins kind of really inside the actual arena itself. So I'm a big firm believer of kind of sport tourism and bringing people in for tournaments and doing that kind of stuff and driving the economy and getting people to come and visit our beautiful city. And this could be one way to do that.
We're here with Patrick Singh, who is the president of the Ernie Punch McLean Legacy Foundation. Thanks for chatting with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. It means a lot that we could have the local, especially New Westminster people and the locals. It's amazing what we're trying, what this man has done for the city. So I'm honored to do this for him. So.
Okay, fantastic. We're in the historic Queen's Park Arena,
right,
where the Bruins played. So Punch McLean, legendary coach of the New Westminster Bruins. So the whole point here is to have a statue erected of Punch McLean at or near Queen's Park. So any thoughts on what people can do to support that effort?
Yes, we can. We would love to actually do this for Ernie. So the main way, the main source of information would be the Punch McLean Legacy Foundation, punchlegacy.com. There's a link there that you can directly donate to the cause, as well as I believe we on the YouTube. There's a Ballad of Punch McLean as well. It's a little song that I wrote, made a video for Ernie Punch McLean, basically telling his life story. But punchlegacy.com is the main site. There's a QR code there with a direct link for donations.
Okay, great turnout today with host Farhan Lalji of TSN for this press conference. What do you think of the turnout today?
It was really important for us to have this turnout. Like, the media was here, and that was important. We just want to get the word out there. And again, it's a community, a strong community in New Westminster. Always has been a strong sporting community in New Westminster. We appreciate everyone coming out and acknowledging Ernie. So it means a lot to us. It really does.
Okay, thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you
All
for
the
being
best.
here. Thank you again.
Thank you.